Welcome. Welcome back to the Nate Jones story. Don't forget to subscribe to the page, hit that notification bell so everyone can know that you're real and not a bot. Uh, let's take it from here, man. Look, there's countless people gonna be making conversation about what they believe in, where they stand when it comes to this back and forth. Now, when a fighter is in trouble, let's say that fighter is having a hard time, he's in a tough ball, fight's close, but it's tough. It's going back and forth. What you tell your fighter is, depending on how the fight is, how the style of the fight has been going, what's been working, what's not been working. But the one thing you want to make sure your fighter is hearing you. You want to make sure they're communicating with you, that they locked in. Because a fighter, when a fight is starting to get too tough, they mentally start blocking out everything they're hearing. And they're just so locked into the moment. They're in a panic. They're thinking about, oh, how people going to think about what happened when I lost and how they going to react. Well, if I could give it in now, it won't look too bad. Maybe the ref will stop it. I don't have to go down. All these doubts start creeping into their heads while they're going through this process. Now, for everybody else, it starts to change and go through different variations of a pull, like a draw towards. And because of those factors, you're stuck in a situation where you never get out of. You're constantly trying to please someone or, be good enough. And constantly we keep seeing other people complain that they always felt that they weren't good enough, and those scenarios never got better. We always wanted to make sure that in any environment that things gotten better. They repeatedly gotten better. As time went on, as people started to grow, things just evolved and got better for them. Well, the boxing game is the trick game. Mm. Well, many people are going to make those, well, they say insinuations. So after the insinuations have been proposed, then people can make their decisions on, what they think, and how things should fold or play out. In other words, I just think that when you're in a tough situation, you have to make sure that the fighter hears you and make sure they locked in. Like saying they might be doing some good work. Like, look, you got to give them that belief, even when they don't see it themselves. I'll be like, when you hit him in that shot to the body, right? You see, he's bringing that arm down some. Yeah, it's affecting him. It's starting to work. Yeah, I know, right? Them shots is hard, man. You ain't nothing, man. You taking that. That's nothing. You walking through that. He can't look. He about to crack. You know, what you want to do is keep pushing him back, keep pushing him back. Use that stick, use that jab. Pop, pop, pop. Keep touching, keep moving. You want to keep that guy moving. You know, you want to always make sure that that guy knows and that you know what you bring into the table works. And nothing does that better than that. You have to be the ring general, the dictator. You got to be all of it. That's your show. That's your ring. You got to re-enter them into the fight. So when they come out of there for that 60 seconds, right, they got to be ready to go. If something ain't working, we got to fix it. We got to do a plan B. We train for that. And sometimes in the fight, it's like, dude, you're not doing what we trained. Because they so distracted by another fighter's power. You know, another guy could be, you know, really coming with the strength. And another person could be just, you know, BSing. But that's up to you on what you're going to allow and what's going to be taken and what's not going to be taken. And sometimes, you know, the fighter is doing too much. And there's only certain things you could do if you're in the corner. You know, it's like, I can't fight this for you. Like if you're the third trainer in there, you're the third man in the corner, you don't want to go oversee or supersede the first guy. Y'all got to be in conjunction. Like after he go, boom, you say your little blurbs or whatever, and just say things, and then let him process it. It all depends on your fighter too. You have to talk different to different levels. That's one thing Nate Jones has always implemented, is that you can't talk to all the fighters the same way. Certain fighters, you have a different relationship and they understand a different language, tone. Some people, you got to be kind of gentle how you bring it across. You can't be too abrasive. You know, you got to remember, these are fighters too. They fight. So, you know, you can't be that abrasive. You know, you got to be like, look, man, okay, what you doing is working, man. You know what I'm saying? I see what you're trying to do. See your setup. But let's try this. Sometimes you can be like, man, get on that motherfucker, man. What's wrong with you? That ain't how you fight any other time. Man, fix this. See, that's what some people respect also. So you want to make sure you always is covering the bases, because you don't want to miss out on anything that's coming forth. You know, so thank y'all for watching the Nate Jones story. Like the videos, like the channel, and definitely subscribe to the page and join the membership. When it says join there, hit the join button and you can become a member. All right, I'm out.